Hi everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Heal Then Marry. My name is Tara Robinson. You already know who I am, so I'm not going to even get into all of that. But this week we're going to talk about looking for love, look within first. I posted this on Facebook and got a lot of feedback that I was hitting the nail on the head. Yes, if you're looking for love, look within first, because before we do that, what's my note? Before you mess up someone else's life, you need to look within, because we get involved in these relationships with people who have children or men who've never been in love before, and we just make a mess of things because we have not taken the time to look within to check ourselves first. And so I just want to give a couple of pointers on how you know you need to look within and kind of work on some things, okay? So if you've been in a couple of bad relationships and you just can't figure out, of course, this whole series is working on ourselves, and we can't just figure out how we keep going wrong and circle and circle, circle. This is for you. So I just want to say, before I get started, our lipstick and coffee moment. This is my cup. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Girl, go after it. Go get it, okay? Get it, girl. I celebrate you and I wish you well in all your dreams and your hopes. Okay? And I got some chocolate lipstick, because chocolate is my favorite lipstick. If I could create a lipstick line, it would be all about chocolate. So this is it's called a dark plum scene. I like that dark plum scene. And so I've already put a little bit on and I really like it. And it's by, I think it's RK Kiss, very inexpensive brand from the beauty supply. Your local beauty supply store stays on pretty long. And then I have this NYX-Lingerie. It's like a nude. I want to do an ombre lip. So I just put this right here. Yeah, I like this here. I'm at home. I'm quarantined. I'm not going nowhere, but I'll be cute for my husband. And just blend that in right there like that. Just like that. And I got me some lip gloss it's by the same brand as my lipstick, RK by Kiss. So just get my little lips popping, do a little lip gloss. And let's dig into it. Y'all like that? I like it. Okay, so thank you for joining me in my little lipstick and coffee moment. Make sure you get the book. If we're looking for love, look within first before we mess up someone else's life. We don't want to be guilty of that. So I wrote 3 points here. Do you forgive easily, or does it take an act of Congress to forgive? I mean, how long does it take you to forgive someone? Now, I'm not talking about that, it's some deep-rooted pain out there, and I understand that, and it takes a lot. And I know that it's easier said than done. But guess what? It must be done. Because if you're planning on getting into a committed relationship, I'm not talking about no wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and carrying on on with your way. I'm talking about a committed relationship. You have to be willing to forgive. And no better person to start with than you. Because the hardest thing for us to do is forgive ourselves. So forgive yourselves. You did it, you messed up, you repeated it, and it sucked. But life goes on, and it's time to let it go. So forgive yourself. It's okay. I forgave myself. 16 and pregnant. Forgave myself. Leaving some jobs too early. I forgave myself. Being in some bad relationships. I forgave myself. So forgive yourself for mistreating yourself. Today, I hope that you let it go. That this would be the first day you look in that mirror and you say, hey, I did it. I messed up. And I forgive myself. Start with you, and then work your way through the rest of the mess, because it's a mess out there that we've created for ourselves, and you can work your way through it. So forgiveness. The Bible tells us about forgiveness as well. So, it tells us that we are to forgive a lot of times, to put it in simple terms. So forgive as much as you possibly can, because it sets you free. Because to be honest with you, during my heaven experience, what I learned when I died is that forgiveness is the key to the gates of heaven. And if you can't forgive, you're not ready. You're not even ready for heaven. Let's just speak a thing, okay? So forgiveness is key. So moving on to the next topic. To the next point. Are you selfish? Are you a selfish person? Because relationship is a lot of give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. A lot of it, okay? So you're going to find yourself some days giving more than you get. And if you're a selfish person, this will be a struggle for you. So learning to be unselfish is key. So take a look in that mirror and say, am I a selfish person? And you know who you are. If people have called you selfish, have told you you're selfish, you probably have just a little bit going on there. So make sure you check yourself in that area, because it's so important to be able to give to others instead of always expecting to receive. That's biblical too. So if you're struggling with selfishness, go out and give to others. Just get in a habit of giving. Just get in a habit of giving and watch how that comes back and blesses you. Get in a habit of giving, because in relationships, it's going to be a lot of give. Okay? So get in that habit. Don't be selfish. It's not a good quality to have. I've been there. So don't do that. And especially won't work in blended families, because you're going to have to give. You're going to have to give to those children like you would give to your own. And that takes a lot of unselfishness, okay? So give. But it's such a blessing when it comes back. I promise you, ladies, you won't regret it. So the next point is, are you emotionally intelligent? What's your EQ? And I know you're like, we hear about EQ all the time in professional, but it also works in our personal lives. I have a good friend, Marianne Brooks, who wrote a book about EQ. I think it's the 4 keys of success, and I think we can apply it to our marriage lives or our relationships as well. Because if you are quick to blow off the handle, if you are quick to be to get angry, if you're quick to just go crazy, then your emotions kind of get all out of whack, and your emotions guide you. You know, ladies, what I'm talking about. I have done some things that I am not proud of, and I had to forgive myself because I let my emotions get the best of me, trying to control a situation that wasn't for me to control. You can't control a guy. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you let your emotions go, that won't help you. And I'm going to give us some keys on how to get your man to turn this thing around, to get him back on your side by controlling your emotions. That's your first key. But I'm going to come back and give some more keys on how to change the game around when the guy thinks he has the upper hand, especially when you with a guy that can't be trusted. But we're going to get into it. But anyway, make sure that you control your emotions. It's so important, because if I keep going back to, if you have children, children are watching you. And if you can't control your emotions, they're picking up on that. It traumatizes them. If you're in a relationship with a man, he's looking at you sideways. And can he even take you out? I remember when I first met my husband and we went to the mall. And my emotional intelligence wasn't where it needed to be, and I lost it on somebody for good reason in my mind, but I could have acted better. I could have controlled my emotions better. My husband was literally looking at me like I was crazy, because he's very calm. He's not, easily angered at all. But he looked at me as if I was crazy. And thinking back, I must have looked crazy to him. But thank God he stayed with me. But emotional intelligence is so important. I'll post a link on how you can test that. And I'll post some things on how you can read up on selfishness. And, just some things that we can learn, especially forgiveness. So I hope that you enjoyed this segment. I hope to see you back next week as we talk about the keys to the game. And then we're going to get into blended families. We have so much to cover before we even start dating. Ugh. Then maybe we'll move on.